EWS is the creme de la creme of enduro racing, the top riders on some of the top equipment out there. But it's not all glitz and glam. You see the fancy pits, you see all the fancy factory teams, but not everyone gets it that lucky. There are a lot of privateer racers out there. There's a big sort of privateer following of this race series. And to dive into that a little deeper, Shimano have invited us to follow Chloe Taylor, one of the riders on their privateer program, to see just how a non-factory rider tackles an EWS race weekend.
So I'm Chloe Taylor, I'm 22 years old and I'm from Sheffield in the UK. I used to race BMX as a kid, right up until I was 18, and then started the Enduro and loved it, so the rest is history. So this is my second full season. I raced the full season in 2019, and then obviously 2020 was a bit of a write-off. So yeah, going into the second full season this year. I think the schedule's pretty full on as a privateer. Like you've got to think about changing tyres at like midnight and making sure you can get your bike through a race week. So yeah, there's a lot to think about. Like you've got to think about doing the shop at the start of the week, as daft as that sounds, but full shop and try and keep everyone happy, yeah. So I've actually just recently moved up to Inleithen in Scotland. So the perfect training ground in the UK and really loving it up there. So it's just nice to live somewhere where I can get a big ride in, and the trails are the longest trails in the UK probably. Yeah, well I work at home. I run some like strength and conditioning sessions for some mountain bikers in the Tweed Valley. So yeah, try and keep that to keep me tying over.
A privateer is essentially a rider who isn't supported by a factory team. However, the term privateer is a pretty loose one. Riders can still have some form of help from companies, whether it's frame sponsors, tyres or clothing. Some even get small amounts of financial help too. However, at the end of the day, the vast majority of money comes from their own pockets, and they don't have a team of people behind the scenes sorting everything out for them. Being a privateer is in essence the most raw form of racer.
That was nasty.
Alright, we're just out on track. Chloe's just pushed up to do a little run through another section. A lot of lines have opened up because this place is very loamy. It's pretty fresh. So a lot of insides and outsides and high lines are all appearing. So yeah, she's just gone back up. Gonna session this corner. You kind of, I don't know if you can see, she's got a big outside line, but it's so soft it just eats you up. Watch this. Boom, perfect example. Melamed to the inside, takes the win and he's done. You've just done stage one. How did you find it?
Really fun. Love the loam. It's really nice.
I know, you were flying. It's cool to follow you. How do you, like, I noticed you didn't really stop much. We stopped at a few sections, but otherwise you just kind of blitzed it. Is that how you practice normally?
I kind of just got into a flow, and when I see people stood on the trail, like looking at lines, I get a bit worried. So
yeah, fair enough.
I feel like it's better to stay in a flow and yeah, just keep my groove.
Right, so it's on to stage two. We're not going to get run over. The road's all clear. I'm going to leave you to it.
Thanks
I don't want to pester you no more. I know that privateers have it enough to think about as it is, and we'll catch up with you on stage four.
Sounds good.
All right, enjoy.
Cheers.
We left Chloe after stage one so that she can focus on stages 2 and 3, whilst we head to the Shimano Tech Support Tent to find out more about their support program. Okay, so being a privateer, it definitely isn't an easy task then. A lot of guys out there, especially the pro teams, they'll have their own mechanics, but today I'm joined by Ray here from Shimano. And Ray, thanks for being on here to begin with.
Of course, thanks for having me.
Now you guys actually offer a lot of support to privateers through a dedicated program, don't you?
We do, yes. Most of the team riders will have their own staff, their own support system.
Yeah.
But as a privateer, there's a lot to do here besides the racing.
Yeah.
So we're here to help as much as we can.
Awesome. I mean, I've actually in the past made use of your privateer help, definitely, because, you know, I've had some battered mechs and things like that.
Certainly.
Ray, what's the most common mechanical issue that you'll come across in the pits?
Sure. Probably the top one is brakes. at these events. You know, if they've been over here for a few months on their own, brakes take a little beating. So we're here to fix that, change the fluid, change the pads, you know, whatever is necessary.
Cool.
And after that, drivetrain is probably the next. And it's again just a question of not having time to maintain it themselves. Our goal is to make sure that the racers are able to complete the competitions.
Yeah,
and
no matter who they are.
No matter who they are.
Category.
Exactly.
Oh, that's amazing.
So, you know, we treat each rider the same as they come in, and we do everything we can to keep them rolling.
Yeah.
It is a little bit of a challenge with supply.
Especially at the moment. I mean, it must be tough.
So the van is a little lighter than it's been in the past, but that just means we need a little more creative with repair.
After a quick fix-up on my brakes, we headed back up to the gondola to meet Chloe at the top of stage 4. Just finished stage 2s and 3s. How did they go?
They went well. Stage 2, pretty similar to 1, nice and loamy.
Okay.
A few straight lines to be had.
Yeah.
There's a nasty route that's caught a few people
Really?
out.
Oh, you were telling me, yeah. I did hear.
Just a wet route that's caught a few people's wheels and hit the deck, but luckily I managed to come out of that unscathed.
And I dared say a minute ago you had a few choice words about 3 as well, a bit peddly.
3 is rather interesting. There's
Really?
quite a big climb halfway down and like a solid few minutes of steep uphill. Is this a joke? Which is kind of like an XC race, which is not what I signed up for. But
Okay, how's the bike going? Have you had any
no
issues?
All good. Yeah, no, bike's running sweet.
Nice, so you haven't needed to use the Shimano service centre or anything yet,
Not
which is
yet,
good.
touch
I
wood.
actually have. I had my brakes looked at because they were making some funky noises, so I swung on by, but good, the privateer's holding strong, both you and the bike.
Yeah.
Sweet, well I think we're going to drop into stage 4 now. Queen stage, 6.5k. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Let's drop in. Yeah, we're rolling. Let's drop into 4. Stinker of a climb. Okay, your 4 stages are done though.
Yep.
All good?
Yeah.
I followed you down a couple obviously and you're flying.
Thanks.
It's
Try to.
Ah, you
The
were?
pressure was on.
No, I hope not.
No.
But like 4's a killer, isn't it? It's long.
Yeah, it's going to be very physical to race.
Yeah. And the bike went well?
Yeah, the bike's running good.
Have you no dramas today, luckily? Touch wood?
Touch wood.
Yeah?
All good.
Oh, nice.
Got
You
that
should, get
rhyme.
you should get that put on the top tube, wasn't it?
Touch wood, all good.
But I'm sure, you know, obviously we are here down in the pit, so probably a little tinkering required. Make sure it's absolutely race ready.
Yes.
What time are you starting tomorrow?
Good question. I've not got that far.
Excellent. Privateer through and through there, clueless of the timetable. You know, no team managers around here keeping track of things, that's for sure.
No, all me.
Oh, me. Oh, okay. But I mean, you feeling good for tomorrow? You feeling up
Yeah,
for
no,
it?
I'm excited. I really enjoyed the trails today and probably my cup of tea.
Okay.
So yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, all goes well tomorrow.
Nice. Have you got like a result in mind for this first round?
Try not to.
Okay, no pressure sort of thing.
Yeah, try not to put pressure on myself, but I mean, it's there up in my head, but I'm not going to voice it out.
Or the video goes out after the race. You okay? I won't tell no one. We're gonna go with first place, obviously.
Yes.
Right. Well, look, I tell you what. I think we'll catch up with you in the morning. We'll figure out what time you're off.
Yeah, that'll be
because that'll be
start.
good for you and us, really.
Yeah.
And well, race day, privateer life. We'll see how that goes down, but
Hopefully
good
all
luck.
good.
You got it.
Thank you.
We then left Ray tinkering with Chloe's bike, getting ready for the race day tomorrow. How you feeling?
Yeah, feeling good. Looking forward to actually getting racing. I'm pretty nervous this morning, but once the first stage has started, I should be all right, I think.
Yeah, get a little pre-race jitters out of the way.
Yeah, exactly.
I know, but at least weather looks stunning.
Yeah, it does. Looks nice. I'm glad that we're going off a bit earlier as well, because hopefully we'll not be in the heat of the day.
No dramas last night?
No,
Everything's all good?
Yeah, it's all running nice. Should be. Hopefully no dramas today, touch wood.
I don't want you to have no dramas. As good a video as it makes, we don't want you having no dramas. We want you up there. That'd be well good. All right, well, you want to probably get ready. We'll leave you to it, Mo.
Thanks.
Have a wicked one.
Thank you very much.
We'll catch up in a Mo.
See you later.
With the start time looming, we left her to it as she headed to the first stage, Titan. One of the best trails I've ever ridden, but it turned out to be a brutal affair. Chloe started off her day with a 22nd on stage 1.
How was the first stage?
I had 2 crashes, so not so good, but first stage is out of the way, so that's good.
How are the conditions? Were they the same as yesterday?
Pretty blown out, but just kind of knowing where to trust and where not to. I trusted a bit too much, I think.
But it was good fun?
Yeah, really good fun.
After a couple of crashes on stage 1, Chloe was determined to put in a good time for stage 2. The shortest of the day, but by no means the easiest. A fast and clean effort from Chloe saw her take an amazing 7th place on stage 2.
Oh, it was like a flat, rocky sprint in the middle. Just spent the rest of the time just trying to recover from it. I felt good. I felt like I carried speed pretty well. A lot of the corners are pretty flat, but I feel like I came out with quite a lot of speed, so fingers crossed, doing all right.
You managed to keep it rubber side down this one? Nice.
Managed to keep rubber side down, which is the main thing.
I caught up with Chloe on the gondola up to 3, where she was checking her results from the previous stage. Currently sitting in 1st, but ended up getting bumped down to 7th, which is her best EWS stage result to date. But she still had 2 more stages to go, and the next was arguably her least favourite of the day. Stage 3 lived up to its reputation.
For sure. I thought I was going to spew after it.
How was the climb?
So bad. There's like a right just before it kicks up steeper, and there's like a rock in the middle. My back wheel just slid, so I had to jump off and run.
No way.
So, not the best.
Chloe finished 27th on stage 3. A small washout at the beginning of the crucial climb costing her precious seconds. Nevertheless, it was still all to play for on the 4th and final stage, the Queen stage.
Stage 3, believe it or not.
What happened on stage 3?
In the vile climb halfway down it. There's quite a lot of places to recover on this stage, so it's quite nice. You can like talk to yourself and be like, okay, calm down now. So I think it went alright.
Felt like a good run.
So, yeah.
You looked good at the end there.
Thank you. Down the ski piece.
A massive congratulations to Chloe for an awesome performance today. The first race of the season is always one of the hardest. Chloe ended her day with a 20th on the Queen stage, which took her to 21st overall. I suppose overall then, to take from it, pretty positive.
Yeah,
really happy with how you did.
Yeah.
Top half, always a good thing. Top 10 stage time as well.
Yeah, really
Belter.
happy.
I mean, what else can you say to that? That's a good result, I think.
Yeah, no, I'm happy. Just I think trying to be a bit more consistent. But I mean, I know that I can be up there, which is a nice thing to know.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Like
you can
to
mix
be
it
in the
up.
top 10 is like I didn't expect that, to be fair.
Yeah.
So to know that I can be like higher up is
You got the pace.
a confidence boost for sure.
Yeah, you definitely got the pace. Because am I right in saying stage one you had a couple of little tip
lie
overs,
downs.
yeah. But that was the only stage that you had that?
Yeah.
So I think that's probably testament to being a bit nervous, isn't it?
Yeah,
And we said
I think
that
so.
like
I think, well, like I say, I think nerves are good. Like if you're not nervous, I don't think you care enough, and you shouldn't be in the sport.
yeah.
So to have nerves, I think, is good because it shows that you care.
Yeah, right.
And I think the nerves fueled like the fire and maybe got a bit too keen.
Yeah.
And pushed a bit too hard. But yeah, just try and keep it rubber side down next time
It's always
round.
the best way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Always the best way.
Yeah.
And, obviously you're staying with a few other privateers and things like that. So you don't have anyone doing all your organising. Do you find that quite stressful? Do you find it like because I mean we got a ton of work on out here and keeping track of the schedules and what's where and when to do what is.
With things kind of change quite a lot as well, so it's
Yeah.
hard to keep up. And sometimes as a privateer, it's hard to get all the information. If you're on a team, I guess you don't have to worry about it because you're just told.
Yeah, you're that team
and
manager.
also like having to keep on top of like your bike yourself is another added stress.
You're washing.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to get down in that river, get scrubbing. I know.
But yeah, like it's very different as a privateer for sure. But
yeah.
I mean, I'm aware that everyone started from where I'm starting, so
Yeah.
there's no one that's just jumped straight into a pro team, I don't think.
No,
So everyone's got to start at the bottom
You
to
got to do
work
your
their way
time,
up.
haven't
Yeah, for sure.
Wicked. All right.
Hopefully at some point that pro team will come along.
They'll be knocking after this video. They'll be knocking on the door.
Let's hope so.
Knocking on that van door in the rain in Scotland or something.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
I'll come back to you to thank.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but you know what? It's been wicked. Thank you for letting us follow you around, sort of showing the insights of privateer life, what it's like racing
Fine.
off your own back.
Thank you for letting me show you.
That's cool. Right, well, look, we'll leave you to it. Well done for the race. Good luck
you.
at the next one.
Thank you.
But that's it from us. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, and we'll catch you next time.